Hey, welcome back, subscribers. I am so happy to be back here on YouTube with you, and I am sorry for being gone for the past couple weeks. I ended up suffering a terrible chemical burn in my eyes that I am just now starting to recover from and feeling better, feeling at least well enough to record videos again. And thankfully, thank God, I am heal. My eyes are healing every day, getting a little bit better. Still going through some struggles. I might actually make a separate little video to tell you guys all about this because it was a pretty crazy experience for me. But like I said, thankfully, I'm starting to feel better now finally. And I also want to say thank you guys for all of your prayers and your kind thoughts. It means so much to me. Thank you for your support, my friends. I really appreciated all of that. But like I said, I'm happy to be back. We'll have more videos coming for you soon. And today we're going to start first by talking about a stock here that I am honestly becoming a little bit obsessed with. And so hopefully it doesn't end up biting me in the rear later. But I just feel like this is a great time for me to be loading up on a new position in my portfolio here. And that stock is a company called Xylem, ticker symbol XYL. Now, if you're not familiar with this one, this is a global leader in water technologies. And while I know that many retail traders these days care much more about just kind of explosive growth companies in artificial intelligence and tech, who may find the waters market to be a bit boring for them, well, today I'm going to break down why this is actually one of the absolute best markets to be investing in. And I'm even going to connect some dots that you may have not even thought of when it comes to water, specifically in how it's actually a bit of a hidden backbone to the entire AI revolution. It's kind of crazy stuff, but we will get to that here very soon. As always, though, let's start first with just a quick look at the stock price because on this 5-day chart here, you can see that Xylem has actually lost over 7% these past couple days after releasing Q1 earnings. And while the stock usually performs great long term, in more recent years, it's actually been heavily suppressed, even trading about flat for more than half a decade. Now, usually when a stock dips this hard like this after such poor performance for years, well, you tend to assume the worst, that they missed estimates, that maybe their guidance was terrible, or that the business is simply shrinking. However, that's actually the exact opposite of what's going on with Xylem. And when the market overreacts to any short-term noise like this, which we'll talk more about here in just a second, as a long-term investor, I look for that gap between what I believe the company is actually worth and what the price on the screen currently shows. And right now, to me, that gap is looking a bit more like a canyon, what is often referred to as a coiled spring in the technical analysis world, where the stock has been consolidating for years despite the broader market ripping to new all-time highs. And because Xylem's business fundamentals have actually improved dramatically over these years, but the stock price isn't reflecting it, in fact, it's actually performing quite poorly, well, I feel that it's adding bottom pressure for an eventual lift in future years, where I think it will actually recover and soar much higher. But let's start with the bigger picture first. Why would I even invest in water to begin with? Well, reason number one, something that I always try to practice in my own portfolio is to invest in things that I feel the world either needs or will at least be in high demand long term. And in this particular case, well, water is the most extreme example of that, as it's something that the entire world cannot even survive without. Because even though you can find workarounds to maybe not having the newest shiny iPhone or a Netflix subscription, or even get by without a car, you literally cannot live without clean, accessible water, making it the most essential commodity on the face of the earth, period. No argument can really be made about that. And there's even a scarcity issue with it too. In fact, the world is currently facing a global water crisis that most people have just recently started to take a bit more seriously, where aging infrastructure, even in the US and Europe, is leaking millions of gallons every single day. Severe droughts are also wreaking havoc in many parts of the world, and even emerging contaminants like PFAs, what we call forever chemicals, are requiring massive new investments in filtration technology too. Well, that's exactly where a full life cycle water company like Xylem comes in, who handles everything from transporting wastewater to treating drinking water to the smart meters that tell a utility exactly how much water is being used. Which The demand for is even a bit recession proof too, where it's always steadily high regardless of the macro environment, as the cities you live in will still have to run their sewage plants and need to provide clean water to hospitals and homes, even if the economy is going through a crash. This ultimately gives water stocks a larger moat than you typically see in other sectors. And when it comes to Xylem specifically, well, they actually carry a large competitive advantage that is very difficult to breach too, in that they already hold the largest installed base of related equipment in the entire world. And once a city installs a Xylem pump or a Xylem filtration system, well, they're typically locked into that ecosystem for decades, while the parts, the services, the software, all of it creates a recurring revenue stream that provides Xylem with strong financials every year. In those latest earnings, for example, management noted that they currently hold a $4.7 billion backlog of guaranteed work that is already signed and waiting to be billed. Now, the company also did about $1 billion of pure net income profit last year alone, and analysts are now projecting strong double-digit EPS growth in each of the next 2 years too. And all that profitability enables them to even pay a nice little dividend as well. Where granted, the yield is pretty small at only around 1.5%, but it's at a level right now that has almost never been reached in their history, which is even more evidence of just how heavily the stock is being suppressed. And that dividend has also been increased every single year since the company went public about a decade and a half ago. And yet the payout ratio is still tiny at only around 23%, making this even a pretty attractive choice for dividend growth investors as well. But why then did the stock actually fall this past week on earnings? Well, let's quickly cover that report right now. Now, first of all, I actually liked almost everything I saw in it, as the company not only beat on both the top and bottom line, but they raised their full year guidance for sales, they expanded their EBITDA margin guidance to nearly 23%, and they even saw explosive growth in their cash flows too, which they're now using to buy back stock while it's still so cheap and increase the dividend payouts that we talked about earlier. So, as far as I can tell, the company continues to perform extremely well. But why then did the stock price actually drop? Well, organic revenues took a hit this quarter, with the biggest being a 15% drop in orders for their water solutions and services segment. But it was really due to the timing of some of their larger capital projects that didn't close until April, which is getting pushed into Q2. Plus, just this past month, in fact, they actually signed their largest order in history for that specific segment, worth around $850 million. But again, the results won't be seen until the following quarter. And so, in my opinion, I just think that this is really a classic case here of short term minded traders missing the bigger long term picture. Otherwise, I'd say everything looks pretty good. But before we wrap up the video, I just want to quickly touch on one last thing, what is probably the most exciting aspect of Xylem's future growth story, and that's their connection to the booming AI market. Now, when we talk about artificial intelligence, everyone focuses, of course, on the chips, NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom, and so on. Then they focus on the power, utilities like Constellation Energy, nuclear plays like Oklo, and more. But there's actually a pretty big bottleneck that I don't see many investors talk about, and that's cooling. See, AI data centers can be thermal nightmares, with even NVIDIA's latest Blackwell chips still running incredibly hot. And to keep these data centers from literally melting down, well, you need massive, sophisticated cooling systems. And while historically data centers would use air cooling to solve that, it ultimately wasn't efficient enough for the higher density racks required for AI. And so the industry is shifting largely towards liquid cooling instead now, with massive industrial chillers. Well, guess what all of that liquid cooling requires? Pumps, filtration, heat exchangers, measurement and control systems, literally the exact products and services that Xylem excels at. But another problem is that these giant data centers also require millions of gallons of water every single day to function. And hyperscalers like Microsoft, Google, Meta, and more are all under heavy pressure to make their data centers water positive throughout the next decade, meaning they return as much water to the environment as they use up. Well, Xylem is right in the middle of that too, as they're working with data center providers to create closed loop recycling systems. while providing the high efficiency pumps that move the coolant through the AI racks, which they specifically highlighted in that latest earnings report, by the way, for driving new orders growth in their applied water segment. So it isn't just a theory anymore, but rather it is something that is already showing up in their financial results. And I suspect that it'll grow much larger in terms of importance throughout the coming decades, too. And so to sum it all up for you here, when it comes to Xylem and the reason why I like the stock so much as a long-term investment, it's that I just feel that this is a great way of getting even more exposure to the AI boom, but through a vehicle that I also feel provides much more stability without all the crazy volatility that we've been seeing lately in so many AI software names. Rather, this is a proven leader in arguably the most important market in the world. And I just think it'll equate to, you know, perhaps low, but still reliable and stable growth long term that I can sleep very well at night holding in my portfolio as another core investment that I can kind of build around. It doesn't need to have explosive growth like some of the other exciting AI names out there, but it can be kind of a foundation, a building block for the rest of my portfolio. But hey, that's just me. What do you guys think? As always, you got to do your own research. You got to make your own decisions. But for me, Xylem is a top tier conviction buy right now. And so I'm really liking it at these prices. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I said, though. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well out there. And I've got lots more videos coming for you soon. So stay tuned. Can't wait to be hanging out with you guys a lot more. After spending, a couple weeks just stuck in bed, I'm really enjoying this, being able to chat with you and hang out. So, yeah, like I said, more videos coming. Stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care, my friends. Bye-bye.